welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my second live that I've done. So today I'm going to be talking about how I changed my mindset to lose weight and how I built discipline discipline to lose weight. So welcome to the live, guys. I'll give you guys like, I don't know, a few minutes before, to come on. So wait to see how many people are in here. Say hello in the chat, and if you haven't already, like the video. I would really appreciate it if you left a like. I don't know what that sound was. I heard a sound, but yeah. So hi, I'm so glad you guys can make it to my live. But yeah, today, if you missed my little intro, today I am going to be talking about mindset, because I did ask you guys on the community tab what I should talk about, and you guys said you guys said mindset. I'm going to do loads more lives and I'm going to do loads more topics and stuff, but I thought, I saw a lot of people talking about mindset, and also I felt like discipline, building up your discipline kind of fell into that. So I want to talk about that as well, like how I built that up and how I changed that, and kind of what was it that made me change my mindset and how that's worked for me in order to lose weight. So basically, by the end of this live, by the end of this video, hopefully you will know how to change your mindset so that it can help you on your weight loss journey, or even your health and fitness journey, whether your goal is to lose body fat or build muscle or just live a healthier lifestyle. Hopefully you will learn something after the video. So if you find today's video helpful, guys, I would really appreciate it if you left a like and leave me a comment, have a little chat down below. And if you're watching this video after the live and you've missed a live, obviously you're watching it now because I'm going to save it to the YouTube. So leave a comment and like the video anyway. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll get back to the comments that you guys leave if you are watching this not live, if that makes sense. I will get back to your comments as well. So I appreciate it. Do you offer training? I will do. I'm trying to do my PT and gym instructing course, so I should be able to offer that soon. So hello, guys. How's everyone doing today? Happy Wednesday. So before I actually get into the video, today's video is actually sponsored by Rejuvenate, and I am drinking my collagen powder now. So this is Rejuvenate collagen peptide powder. This is the strawberry flavor. I've got it here. I'm telling you, the strawberry one is my favorite. You can get free, it's just banging. You can get 3 different flavors. You can get the strawberry flavor, you can get the, there's a tropical flavor and an apple and blackcurrant flavor. I've only just started supplementing with collagen, and collagen is really good for your skin. So it helps hydrate your skin, because basically I'm a bit concerned at the minute. I'm getting on, I'm concerned about getting wrinkles. So it helps moisten your skin, that puts moisture in your skin. It helps reduce the appearance of wrinkles. It helps strengthen your nails, which obviously, right, I need to get my nails done. So this really does bug me, and it just looks really odd, doesn't it? Just not having a nail there. But I'm gonna get them done. I just haven't had time to go and get it done, but I'm gonna get them done and sort it out. So yeah, but it helps strengthen your nails anyway, and it helps strengthen your hair and helps your hair grow. It helps support your digestive system, helps your maintenance, the maintenance of your joints and your bone health. So collagen is very, very good. This collagen powder is banging. I'm telling you, it tastes nice, and it is hydrolyzed type 1 and type 3 collagen basically, and I think it contains protein as well. So you get, let me see if it says on here actually how much protein you get per scoop. So per scoop you are getting 24 grams of protein, and it's really easy to use. You basically just measure out 300 milliliters of water and a scoop of this, and you have that a day, and it tastes nice. It doesn't taste like you're drinking a supplement. So yeah, Rejuvenate is sponsoring today's video. Oh, I'm trying to show you that. There you go. So thank you to Rejuvenate. You guys can actually get a free shaker, which is amazing. You can get a free little cute pink shaker if you use my code LOUISER. And then when you purchase a tub of collagen, you can get a free shaker. So it's pretty cool. So make sure you use my code LOUISER. But yeah, so hello everyone. How's everyone today? And also I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to do the video as I normally would, but obviously on live with you guys, and give you guys the information that I want to share in this video basically. And then at the end, when I have finished, we can, LOUISER, so capitals LOUISER. I'm also going to put, after the live, I will put the link that will automatically apply the discount for you. So I'll put that in the comments. I'll pin that in the comments, and I'll leave the code in the comments as well if you, after the live, you want to, because I'm not sure how I can put it on the screen. I'm sure there's probably a way I could do it, but I'm not wait, actually, no, that's just editing the layout. No, I can't do that. Hey, so yeah, and then at the end, basically, we can have a little chat. You guys can ask me loads of questions, whatever questions you want me to ask, so like a little mini Q&A. If you have questions about the things that I'm talking about during the video, then you can kind of like ask it, and I can put your question on the oh, I can post a comment in the chat. Thank you. So Louise, there you go, chat. Yeah, there you go. So that's my code, so you can get a free shaker with Rejuvenate. But yeah, thank you so much to Rejuvenate for sponsoring today's live. It's the first sponsor of a live video I've had, so yeah. So basically, let me actually hold on. Yeah, that's how I structure lives from now on, basically, so that people that are watching this live, not live, if that makes sense, like, because I want to post it to the channel so other people that haven't been able to make it can watch it, so that they're not basically, they're getting the information from the video, and then if they want to stick around for the Q&A at the end to see what, if they have a question that other people have asked. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that makes sense. But I'm telling you, it's actually really nice. Like, I'm not even joking, it is really nice. It tastes like juice. It's good for your skin and everything. So why, it's just a supplement. So. But yeah, so before I lost weight, my mindset was I had a really negative mindset around losing weight, being healthy, exercising. Like, my mindset was like, I really didn't want to do it. So I would view doing that as like punishment. Like, oh, I know I need to lose weight. Okay, you know what? I'll start eating healthier. And in my head, like, it was a very negative thing. And my mindset was negative around exercise, like even eating like fruits and vegetables. I remember one time Ashley got like, this is how negative I was and how much of a difference there is between me and who I used to be. If that makes sense. Ashley came over one time and she just got a fruit pot from like Tesco. You know, you can get like the little snack pot fruits. And I remember I was looking at her and I was like, are you eating fruit? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, why? And she was like, what do you mean why? And I was like, why would you, like, this was my mindset. Yeah, I was like, why would you willingly, because I was like, you're skinny, so like in my head how negative I was like, you're skinny, so like, why are you even eating fruit? Like, you don't even need to lose weight, so why would you do that to yourself? That's how negative I was. And I was like, but you would actually like willingly pick up fruit in a shop and eat fruit. That's literally how much I didn't eat fruit. I was like, like, I wouldn't eat fruit. That's actually like quite embarrassing now, but that's how negative I was. And I would view having to lose weight, having to eat healthy, having to exercise as something that is like almost like a punishment for me being fat. So if I have to lose weight, I have to punish myself and do that stuff in order to lose weight. And it was a very negative mindset towards weight loss. And then I also didn't have any discipline around that kind of stuff, around eating healthy, around losing weight. Every time I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to start like a diet or whatever, I would be like, okay, I'm starting today. I think because I had such a negative mindset around weight loss and around eating healthy and stuff, I just remember thinking like, okay, I'll do it today, fine. Or it was actually always tomorrow. But then eventually when it came to the day where I'll try and do the diet or whatever, most of the time I didn't last that long. Like, I didn't really have discipline. So if I said I'm gonna track my calories today, I might have, to be fair, when I was doing diets before, it wasn't a place of like tracking calories, to be fair. It'd be like Slim and Mild or just trying to eat healthier. I would say I was going to do it. I might do it for half the day. I might do it for a meal. But as soon as like anyone offered me food, or I was like in a position where I had to make a choice, like, do I eat this, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, or even, do I go and exercise? Do I go for a walk today? Do I do exercise today? If I was ever presented with the choice, I never had enough discipline to actually push through it and actually be like, no, and choose the healthier option. Like, I just didn't have any discipline. And so that is like how you can see there's like such a big difference from like who I was before. I just see, I have to put this on the comment, like, that's me now. Literally, that was me. And it's like such a big difference now because I'm able to do that. I've been able to build up the discipline. I have changed my mindset completely. So that's why I wanted to do today's video, because I know, like you said, like, that's you now. There's a lot of you that are in that and you feel like you'll never get to the point where I'm at now, where I basically have quite a positive mindset. And my discipline, I do have enough discipline. Like, well, don't get me wrong, sometimes I will, I don't know, skip the gym, maybe. Sometimes I do choose the unhealthier option, but I do have enough discipline to stick to it when I need to. So yeah, that's what today's video is. If you find it helpful, leave a like, and if you guys on the stream now could all like the video, I would appreciate it. Just like pew, 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 like. I'm so okay. How did you get over the start tomorrow mindset? All right, so that's what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, so basically when you put up a link for the collagen drink, I will post it because I've basically got the link on my phone and I'm on the laptop, so I don't know how to get the link. So what I'm going to do is after the stream, I will put the link in, I'll pin it in a comment for you guys. Or if you are already following me on Instagram, I have the link on my story. So if you go to my story, like I put the link on my story, so you can just literally click it from my story. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. But yeah, so many ads, sorry. Okay. All right, so basically the reason why my mindset changed and what stopped me from the start tomorrow mindset basically was when I went out with Ashley for her birthday that night. I got to a point where it was like a build up of feeling rubbish about myself, and I'm sure loads of you can like relate to that, where you want to lose weight, you keep saying I'm going to start tomorrow, but it just something doesn't click. Like you just don't have that motivation, or you don't have that discipline. Like it just seems like every time you say okay, I'll start tomorrow, and then you might even start, but it doesn't last that long because you give up. And that was always like me, but it was like a lot of things building up. Like my health was getting really bad, I was feeling really bad about myself. Like I remember like my bed I got a metal bed, and like the slats started going down because I was so heavy for the bed, and it's just like so many things that was happening. It was like a domino effect, like so many things were stacking up, and I was just like getting to a point where I was just feeling worse and worse. And then it was like the night I went out for Ashley's birthday, and I felt so bad about myself, and I literally, there were so many points in the night like I wanted to cry. I was just like, I'm actually so done. It's just something clicked in me that night, and I was like, do you know what? I'm so done. Like I don't deserve to feel like this anymore. Like I actually deserve to be happy. I was suffering with depression, and I felt really, really bad about myself. Like I was really unhealthy. But I think like the main thing was that like I wasn't even happy with myself, and it was just like I was so unhappy, and it just got to that point where I was just like, I don't know what it was. I just saw all of my friends like having a nice time and stuff, and I was like, I deserve to feel like that as well. And it almost clicked to me. I was like, you know what? I just haven't cared about myself. Like, why am I not caring about myself? Like, why do I think that I don't deserve to be healthy and to be happy and actually feel good about myself? Like, I actually do deserve it. And it was just that night, I was just like, I deserve it. So then the next day, I literally woke up and I was like, it's like, I feel like sometimes you have to hit such a rock bottom for you to realize that like something has to change. And it's like that comfortable, uncomfortable feeling that I said, where you have to feel so uncomfortable in the point where you're at right now in order to change, because the change is the uncomfortable part, but you always want to be comfortable. So the only way we really make a change is when the uncom the discomfort, there you go, I remember the word, the discomfort of change is more comfortable. It's a better option for you than the discomfort that you're already in. And that was the point that I reached. So I was like, yeah, I deserve to actually be healthy, and I deserve to like actually lose weight and keep it. Like I deserve to do it. And the mindset switch was before, every time I used to want to lose weight, I wanted to get the quick fix. I wanted to wake up skinny. I wanted to do diet pills. Like I remember I used to try different diet pills and stuff. Like I remember I'm not even going to say the name of it actually, but I tried a few different diet pills. Obviously none of them work. But I would try different diets. I wanted to just find the quickest way to lose weight without having to give up all of the foods that I felt like if I wanted to lose weight, I would have to give it up. And I was always in that mindset of like, if I lose weight, I'm punishing myself. I'm going to be in a lack. Like my life is going to be more miserable, and I'm going to be missing out on stuff because I'm going to be losing weight and all of that stuff. So I would always try to find the fastest way to lose weight. And when I decided I needed to lose weight, my mindset change was, it changed from wanting to find the quickest way to lose weight and wanting to find a way to lose weight without having to change my actual lifestyle, to my mindset changed from that to I need to actually lose weight for my health, and I don't care how long it takes. Like, I actually want to lose the weight and I want to keep it off. I'm so sick and tired of trying all of these different things and losing a bit of weight and then regaining it plus more. So it changed because like I was just like, I'm so done with it, and I need to actually change my lifestyle. Like, I'm clearly making myself unhappy, and I'm clearly not taking care of myself properly. I'm clearly not treating myself with love. And why am I not doing that? I just remember questioning myself, like, why do I not care about myself anymore? Like, why am I genuinely not even doing things that make me feel good? So I started looking at weight loss as not as like a punishment and a way of missing out. I started viewing it as like, I actually want to change my lifestyle. Like, I want to start living healthier. I want to actually start caring about myself and loving myself properly and make myself feel good because I deserve it. So I started to look at weight loss as more of a positive thing and something that I'm doing for myself rather than having to do to lose weight. Like, I wanted to do it because I knew that I didn't want to feel that rubbish about myself ever again. Like, I really didn't want to feel like it. Inside of my thighs, I have loose fat, and I keep catching the fat on things when it gets in the way when lying down. How did you cope with it? I will answer questions more at the end bit, but loose fat that hangs down, and I keep catching the fat on things, it gets in the way when laying down. I haven't actually struggled with that. And yeah, I haven't actually. That's not something I've struggled with, to be honest. Hangs down. No, I don't really get it. No, I've never really had anything catching on my legs or anything. But yeah, anyway, so that's like how I changed my mindset. Was I just started viewing it as a more positive thing. When I started moving my body and actually like exercising, even though like the physical, it was almost like physical pain at first, but because obviously like even just walking was like really tiring for me, and my chest was really hurting. I was like out of breath and I was getting loads of headaches during the first week. Even through all of that, I started to feel so much better in myself and my mental health was improving. So I started to, instead of do exercise as something like I have to do, obviously I had that initial push of making myself go, but I want to go. So then like when I started to see and feel better about myself and like eating healthier made me feel better about myself, I started to view it as like a positive thing and I want to do it. So like my mindset changed from like I have to what I want to do it. And I think that's a massive change that you need to make when you are losing weight. Stop viewing weight loss as like a punishment, or eating healthy or eating fruits and eating vegetables as like a punishment, and stop looking at it as like when you're losing weight, like you're going to miss out on things. Because I think that's a big thing that holds so many people back. It held me back from losing weight for such a long time, because I felt like if I want to lose weight and I need to eat healthier, then I have to give up all of like my favorite foods. I have to move more. I'm probably not going to be doing the things that I enjoy. I'm probably not going to be able to go out to eat anymore. I'm not going to be able to do this. And you're coming from a place of like you're viewing it so negatively, and you feel like you're going to be missing out if you do it. And I just want to let you know, like, you can still eat your favorite foods, you can still go out sometimes, like you just have to find a bit of a balance. And when you lose weight, sometimes you do sacrifice a little bit more of that to hit your goal at that moment, but eventually you can incorporate more of it in and still maintain your weight loss. Like, you just have to find a healthier balance, and that's all it is. And I will tell you now, like, since my mindset has changed around it and since I've lost weight, I actually, even when I first started, I started to enjoy my lifestyle, the healthier lifestyle, so much more than my older lifestyle. I thought that I would not be happier. I didn't think that training, exercising, eating healthier was going to make me happier. I felt like it was just like more of a punishment. But then when I changed my mindset, started viewing it more positively, and actually saw the results of it and see how well like it actually, I feel like, I wouldn't say like exercise and eating healthy like cured my depression, if that makes sense, but it almost did. Like, I don't want to say that it's going to cure everyone's, but like I felt so much less depressed, and I was able to manage with like that side of my mental health better by doing it. So I viewed it so much more positive. So now I look back on my old lifestyle and I'm like, I would never want to go back to that. Like, I just never want to. Like, I can have days where I eat a takeaway. Like, even last night, like I had like a Caribbean takeaway. I can have that, but it's more in moderation. Like I don't want to have it too much because like I don't want to live the way I lived before. I wasn't happy. So like having that mindset change is really important. So view weight loss as doing it for you and doing it as like a form of self-care and a way to love yourself. And that way it just makes losing weight so much easier, because if you enjoy it and you want to do it, then the weight loss is just like a positive side effect of it. Regardless of whether you lose weight or not, it's like you want to do it for yourself. And then because you actually enjoy it, it's just easy to do it. And that's why like I feel like loads of people say to me like, how do you stay motivated, how do you keep going? And it's like, I don't need motivation, because my mindset is that I want to do it and I get to do it. Like I'm actually able to go to the gym, I'm able to go, use my legs and go for a walk. There's some people that can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like viewing it as like a positive thing, and weight loss and eating healthy as a positive. And that's like the kind of change in mindset that I had. And as well, another thing is like about my mindset is throughout starting losing like my journey and losing weight and stuff, and like throughout my journey, I have found that I get excited over things, and it just makes the weight loss part fun. So like I get really excited when I find new lower calorie, well, especially when I was losing weight, like a new lower calorie option, like when I've discovered like lower calorie ice cream, or when I discovered Skinny Food Co stuff and like their lower calorie chocolates, and just foods that are lower calorie that I could change my diet up and like make the meals more tastier, more like I'm not missing out on anything, if that makes sense. And like making lower calorie meals, I would get excited about it. Or like going to the gym and like lifting weights, like I'll get excited about it. And having that excitement kind of mindset is just, it just makes it so much easier, because like you really enjoy it and you'll feel like you're living a like so you it just makes me more happy. Do you know what I mean? So like that's my mindset, is like I view it as more of a happy thing. So like I'm more happy around that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's making sense, but that was like that's like how my mindset has changed. It went from a negative mindset to a positive one, and that's what's helped me lose weight, is by viewing it as a very positive thing. With discipline, obviously, like I said, I wasn't disciplined at all. And I yeah, but I am the type of person that when I put my mind to something and I really um yeah, when I put my mind to something and I want something, I don't give up. Like I am pretty disciplined when it comes to that. But there was when I wanted to lose weight, for some reason I just didn't have any discipline around that. But when obviously I felt so much rubbish about myself and I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to start my weight loss, I um I had that motivation. Sorry, my mind went blank. I had that motivation to lose weight and to start. So I used that initial motivation, you know, that surge where you're like, that's it, I'm gonna go and fill up my cupboards with all the healthy foods, I'm gonna go food shopping, I'm joining the gym. And that motivation that I had, I used that to then set the foundation of a healthy lifestyle. I started tracking my calories. I downloaded MyFitnessPal. I used that motivation to learn everything there was to know about tracking calories and how to do it. I use that information, that motivation, to join the gym and start going and build it in as part of my routine. And I built like the basics of tracking my calories and learning about lower calorie foods and trying to find the alternatives. And I use that motivation, the initial motivation, to build in a routine for myself and building some habits. Like I didn't start off like gut training, weight training, and doing everything perfectly. My first habit that I built was going to the gym after I dropped my kids off to school, and I built that in my routine, and just walking on the treadmill. That was literally the first step that I did, that I used the motivation for. And then obviously trying to eat healthier. There were the two things that I did. That was literally how I started. And once that was like after a few weeks, like literally after like 2 weeks, it's almost like a habit. And then you start seeing some results and you don't want to give up, because I didn't want to go back to where I started. I didn't want to feel like that again, like how bad I felt about myself. So once I did that, I feel like the discipline part is you build it into your routine and you build up the habits. And then the discipline is you do it regardless of how you feel, because you know you need to do it. And it's so much easier to do that basically when you've already got a routine in place and it's like become a habit, because you almost work on autopilot. You don't really have to think, do I go, do I not, because it's part of a routine. Whereas if you say, and you're very vague about when you're going to the gym or what you're going to eat, like you have no idea what you're eating the next day at all, then you have to think about it, and then you have to make choices and stuff. So if you say, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym twice a week, but you don't actually set in stone what days a week you're going and what times, and making sure that it's realistic for you, that it actually fits within your lifestyle and that you can actually do it. If you don't do that, then you're going to more likely, you're giving yourself a chance to not do it, if that makes sense, because you're going to be like, oh, well, I can't do it. And you're going to give yourself excuses. Oh, I actually can't do it today because I've got to do this and I've got to do this. There's just no time for me to do it. Do you know what I mean? So whereas if you make sure that like you have it as a routine and part of your habit, by the time that motivation starts going, then it's a lot easier to then start practicing your discipline and actually just go in regardless of how you feel or anything like that. And then the thing is with discipline is it's like a muscle, and you have to like practice it and work it for it to get stronger. So when I first started, I didn't really have that much discipline, but I had the motivation at first to go to build it as part of my routine. And then once it was part of my routine, I would just go regardless of how I felt. And each time, like I went, when I was kind of like, I had days where I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, do you know what? Like, I didn't feel great about myself. I remember feeling like I didn't really make much progress. And I just remember thinking, like, I just really can't be bothered today. Like, do I just not go? And I was like, well, it's kind of, what am I going to do instead then? Because in my head, I'm like, I already know that I go to the gym in the morning, and like what? So I'm so used to of dropping the kids off to school and then driving to the gym. So it just felt weird for me to drive past the gym and come home because it was part of my routine. And then it just felt weird, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, now I've got to go to the gym because like that's what I do every morning. It's just what I do. So I just go. And then the more times like you push through it when you don't feel like it, that's where you actually build the discipline and you get stronger. So in the moment, say that you want to overeat and you push through it, you're building up your discipline. That the moments where you want to overeat or you want to skip your workout or your exercise, then um sorry, yeah, that's when you actually build up your discipline so much, and they're the most important times to go. So on the times where you don't want to train, that's where you hear it so much, and it's so true. On the days where you don't want to exercise or you don't want to eat healthy, they are the days that you actually have to push yourself to do it, because that is the moment where you actually grow. And if you tell yourself that, and like you know that now, so if you tell yourself that in the moments where you do feel like that this is actually the point where if I actually go, I'm actually building up my discipline. I'm training that muscle, that discipline muscle, and it's going to make me stronger. And I'm going to actually like make more progress by actually doing this. And then it starts to just get easier and easier to do it because you have practiced it so much that you've built your discipline up so strong that you just do it and you don't even think about it. Like me, I just do most things and I don't think twice about it. And then like I don't think, oh, I'm so disciplined, I did that. Like I just do it. Like I'm not like, oh, I'm such a disciplined person because I go to the gym every day. It's just it's now just part of who I am, if that makes sense, and like what I do. And it also helps in like loads of other areas in your life and stuff. So just that's why I feel like having a routine and habits in place will help with the discipline, because then you're not like, it's more chaotic and more chance for you to not do it if you don't actually have a routine. It's a lot harder for me to be disciplined if I'm not supposed to go to the gym, and then I say, oh, do I want to go to the gym, and I'm not feeling like going to the gym. What is my incentive to go if I do you know what I mean? Like it's not as much incentive. Whereas if you know you go and it's part of your routine, it's gonna feel weird and not right if you just don't go. And that's just my opinion. That's how it was for me. That's how I changed like my mindset and made it more positive around weight loss, and then like the discipline side. Yeah, it becomes habitual. Exactly. Yeah. Let me just check that I don't need to say anything else on that. But I think oh yeah, another thing that my mindset changed. So that's why I write notes, because otherwise I'll forget. But another way that my mindset changed was, like I said, I wanted to lose a large amount of weight really quickly. Like that's what I wanted. Like I would want to be skinny, from being morbidly obese, like within a month. Like that was how I used to want to lose weight. But obviously I changed it to, I need to lose weight in a slow, steady, healthy way so that I can actually keep the weight off, because I'm so sick and tired of regaining weight. And a good tip that I did if that makes sense. And I feel like it's a good tip for you is if you struggle with this and want to struggle with wanting to lose a large amount of weight and thinking that 1 to 2 pounds a week is just too slow, then if you feel like that, then what I found really helpful was I worked out how much weight I would lose in 6 months, like what weight I would be in 6 months if I only lost 1 pound to 2 pounds a week. And I remember like that's quick math. So say 6 months is what? 4 times 6, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 24 weeks, is it? It's about 24 weeks. That's 24, 40. So you could lose between 24 to 48 pounds, for example, within 6 months. And I worked out like what I would weigh, if that makes sense. And I kind of tried guessing like what size I would be. And I tried to imagine what I would look like in 6 months if I did that. And 1 to 2 pounds a week is fairly realistic. And I think I let myself have a range because I was like, I might not lose 2 pounds every week, but if I lose 1 pound every week, it would be within that. And I remember that just kept me motivated. And I was like, and then I worked it out for a year, and I was like, oh my god, like if I do this, then I could have actually like, yeah, it's going to take a bit longer, but that's actually more realistic. And I will actually be able to do it. So if you do that for yourself, obviously make it realistic. Don't say like, oh, you're going to lose like 4. If you've lost like 4 pounds in 1 week, don't think that you're going to keep losing 4 pounds in a week. And I would also say account for a couple of weeks where you don't lose any weight at all, because that's the more realistic is you're not going to constantly every single week lose weight. So if you like work it out, yeah, between 1 to 2 pounds a week, and then some weeks you'll lose 2 pounds, maybe. It depends on how much weight you've got to lose as well, but this is just an example. And then some weeks you might not lose anything, but you can kind of find a range and give yourself an idea of how much weight you would have lost and how much you would weigh. Then I just found it really motivating, and it changed my mindset from thinking I need to lose 10 pounds in a week to then actually, if I lose 1 pound every week, by this date, I will actually weigh this much and I would have lost this much weight. And that is actually so realistic. And because it was realistic and it was actually sustainable, and because I wasn't putting myself in the biggest calorie deficit ever and having to be crazy with my workouts and stuff like that and starve and feel like I was starving, because it felt really sustainable and realistic, it was more exciting because it just felt easier. And then obviously with a positive mindset around eating healthy and more focusing on how I felt inside myself rather than just the physical weight loss, like how much happier I was, like how much better my mental health was, and just becoming so much more like, yeah, like more positive and happy about it. It just made losing weight feel so much easier. So, welcome, Christine, become a new YouTube member. Yeah, so yeah, that helped. Let me just check that I don't need anything else, and then we can like a little chat. But yeah, this really tastes nice. Great question. Right, so someone asked a question. So yeah, that's basically how I built my discipline and how I changed my mindset to lose weight. And now we can have a little chat, and I will try and go up a little bit because I see someone said that was a good question. So I think she started with right. All right, I'm just going up on the comments a little bit. I'm 115 pounds overweight and it hurts so much just walking. My lower back, my feet, my hands get swollen. How long till that maybe goes away? Besides my weight, I'm relatively healthy for now. I had that as well. Like I don't. Did my hands get swollen? I know in my pregnancy, obviously I had ended up having preeclampsia, but they got swollen. My back would kill. I know they've been like, even just your whole pelvic area, but standing up when you are quite overweight. And yeah, like my ankles, my back, like even like your shoulders for some reason, like my whole body would just hurt if I stood up for too long. And for me personally, how long it took for that to go away? I feel like when I started walking on the treadmill more and losing a bit of weight, it didn't take that long for me to start feeling improvements. I'm not saying like I could walk for like really long periods of time, but I saw improvements within like a few weeks. I felt better in myself. I felt fitter. I felt stronger. I was able to walk a bit longer, and like my body didn't hurt as much. I would say like if you just work on losing weight and on going for walks and like trying to increase the amount you're walking. Obviously, make sure you're resting as well, and not trying to put, like, you don't want to injure yourself, if that makes sense. And that's why I feel like walking is really good as well, because walking is the least likely to make you get injured. It's like the least impacted on like your joints and stuff. So it is really good. But just make sure, like, obviously you are resting. You're not going to injure yourself, because the last thing you want is to get injured and be immobile completely. Because when you're trying to lose weight and stuff, it's not good. But yeah, if you just try to gradually increase the amount of walking, if you can only walk for like 10 minutes at a time, for example, do that, and then increase it by like another 10 minutes. So try and do like 2 10-minute walks a day, to then 3 10-minute walks a day, and then try to make the 10 minutes 15 minutes, and then instead of 15 minutes 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Like, gradually increase the amount. And yeah, it shouldn't take too long for you to start seeing some kind of improvement. Exercise and eating better helped with my sleeping problems, which definitely helped improve my mood and outlook. I definitely agree with mindset change. I get grumpy if I can't get to the gym now. Exactly. And that is so true. Like, going to the gym is such a, because of the endorphins of exercise. And I think the reason you don't even have to go to the gym, I know so many people that don't go to the gym and that want to work out at home, or they can't go to the gym. And I'm not saying that like you have to go to the gym, yeah. But I think for a lot of people that do like to go to the gym, like myself, it's one, exercise. So if you exercise at home, you're going to still get the same like endorphins and stuff. But what I personally love about the gym, and I feel like a lot of people love about the gym, is it gets you out of your own space, like at home. It gives you like your own thing to do. And it's like just somewhere you can kind of go and shut off from like your daily life, if that makes sense. Like, that's what it is for me. Is like, my time in the gym is like it's just for me. And that's something that, when I was bigger and I didn't like hadn't lost weight yet, and I was more focused on just being a mum, my whole identity was being a mum and focusing on my daily life, and I was just like very consumed with that, and I didn't do anything for myself. So going to the gym and taking that time out for myself, I don't have to worry about the kids, I don't have to worry about nothing else. I just am there and I'm focusing on me and doing something for myself, and it's such a positive thing for myself. And then you get the hormones and you just feel good, you feel strong, and like you also have like a community there. Like, when I go to the gym now, like I know basically everyone, you have your regulars there, and like you make friends there, you have like a community. So it's like, it really does help you with your mindset, and you meet people there that are already like disciplined. You get inspired by other people there, and like you see people that are lifting really heavy, and it makes you want to lift really heavy, and like just things like that. Like, so that's why I feel like it's really good to go to the gym, and it does help with your mindset as well. But you don't have to. You can work out from home, and you can obviously have community and be like motivated by other people through like online, or you can do like go join other groups. It doesn't have to be the gym. Like, you can do like dance classes. I would love to do stripping. I want to go to not stripping. I mean, I'm pole dancing. I don't know why I said stripping. That's actually really embarrassing. This is live as well, so I can't even edit that out. I don't want to do a stripper. I promise I don't want to be a stripper. I meant pole dancing, and I've told you guys that before. So I want to try doing pole dancing. I actually was going to sign up to a pole dancing class, not a stripping class. That's actually really embarrassing. Didn't mean to say that. At the start and in your early progression, how did you know what exercises to do and how often? I didn't know what exercises to do. I joined the gym and all I did was walked on a treadmill, and I just inclined it. I didn't know what I was doing. I went like, beep, 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 and I inclined it all the way to the top. I thought, I don't know what I didn't have to incline it. I could have just walked on normal. The fact that I was so inactive, that would have been enough. But I just felt like I wanted to incline it all the way to the top. And that's all I did. And then I saw the elliptical machine and I was like, meh. And let me just go and have a look over there and try and do that. And I remember I couldn't even do a couple of minutes on it to start off with. And then I just would try and do as much as I can. And the next time I would go in, I'll try and do as much as I can. And I eventually just increased the amount I was doing it on. And then obviously I went to boot camp after lockdown, started to lift up a bit. I went to my personal trainer Pete's boot camp, and I just did the exercises he told me to do. And I was like, I want to actually start lifting weights, but I didn't know where to start. So I hired him as a personal trainer, and he taught me everything I know about lifting weights. So Yeah, and I also learned a lot online as well. Like I would watch loads of weight loss content and fitness content and stuff. So I'd watch a lot of Greg Doucette and I watched a lot of Obese to Beast, and I still do. So yeah. Oh, Rejuvenate don't ship to the US. Yeah, it's a UK based company and they've only like just kind of started up, I think. So yeah, maybe eventually they will, but yeah, at the minute it's just UK, I think. Good afternoon from Nigeria. Hey. Yeah, it becomes habitual. Let me try and get down. Let's go. What is the time? Okay, cool. I believe it's $20 to ship to US. Maybe I need to. Where's that question? Someone said great question. I'm trying to find that question. Oh, here. Okay. Do you wish you had aimed for body recomp earlier? As in, do you wish you had paused losing weight at an early point to put on more muscle before losing again? No, I'm no. I'm happy with the way I kind of went about losing weight. To be honest, I didn't start weight training until about 7 to 8 months into my weight loss. I'd already lost around 80 pounds. I was still able to lose the extra. What did I lose? An extra 40 pounds in the end, with still building muscle. I mean, yeah, I feel like if I tried to do build muscle and lose fat at the same time, it would might have been a bit too much to take on, and I mean, you can do it, and I do think, like, when you start losing fat, you should maybe start training. If you wanted to start lifting weights, it's good to have muscle mass when you're losing body fat. Like, I understand that's good, but I feel like the way I did it, it was just the best for me. Like, I just focused on losing body fat first, basically, and then when I started losing quite a lot of fat, and I started getting like loose skin, and it was like I didn't really have much shape. I wanted to build muscle and I wanted to learn more about that, but I'd already built in the healthy habits and the lifestyle of losing weight and tracking my calories, exercising more, and I built my fitness up to do that. And then I was like at the next point, the next level, if that makes sense, that I wanted to kind of step it up a little bit and build muscle. And I just feel like the way I did it like that, it just felt like I was, like I always say, like to do that, to change your lifestyle, it's almost like you have to start at the bottom of a ladder or stairs. And I felt like the way I did it was I started at the bottom and I gradually built myself up. And then yeah, and then when I started maintaining, I focused on my maintenance and building muscle at the same time. And I've kind of like just done it like that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm glad the way I did it, if that makes sense. Like I feel like it was just the right thing for me and it clearly worked. So yeah. How do you manage in the school holidays, especially the summer holidays when that routine is broken? Oh my god, I hate the routine break. I'm telling you, I love having the kids off, right? I do. I like spending time with them and doing things and just like maybe not having to get up in early in the morning and rush and like get them to school and stuff. But I just don't like it, right? And I still don't learn because I know that I need to plan a new routine. So I should, what I know I should do, and what I feel like is good advice to myself and to you guys, is to have already planned routine in place for when that routine is broken. So like another routine. So it's like your backup routine. And I know I need to do that, but I don't ever do it. I mean, I kind of do. We end up finding our own new routine, but it just feels like all over the place, and I don't like it. It's chaotic, and it's just yeah, it just is what it is. I've got used to it being a little bit chaotic in the holidays and stuff. But having another routine is would be helpful. But how I manage it is like when the kids are going to be basically off for 2 weeks now, aren't they? So how I'm going to do it is I try to take them out as much as possible. So I will take them out for like walks with me. So we'll go to like nature places and stuff where I like nature trails where I can take them to go for walks with me. So we're all getting our steps in. That's how I get my steps. And then like either Ashley or the dad will watch them while I go for like my extra walks. So I get my extra steps in. And then when it's like for training wise, I will try to focus on doing full body 3 times a week. If I can go more than 3 times a week, then I will. But like, I will do the minimum. I'm planning for the minimum, if that makes sense. If I can only get in the gym 3 times a week, then I'm doing full body 3 times a week, and I just make sure I get my steps. And then my goal for this Easter holidays is I'm spring cleaning my whole flat, and I'm gonna repaint some stuff, and I'm sorting that out. So I'm gonna be keeping busy with all of that stuff as well. I'm gonna try and do some extra content and do more extra lives. So I've already got like little plans. So just gonna keep me on. And then obviously the eating wise doesn't really change. I think she started with 1,800 calories from MyFitnessPal. I did, yes. I did. Luckily, it gave me 1,800 because if, like, yeah, I think MyFitnessPal can give you like a lot less, like 1,200 for a lot of people. Yeah, that's realistic. Any tips on how to thin out my lower body? I don't want to lose any more of my face. I can't go to the gym, but I do strength training from home with dumbbells. Thanks for any help you can offer. You can't really spot reduce fat. I do notice that the face does go. Like, I think it might be a lot of water. I feel like I hold a lot of water on my face. So if I'm quite bloated, my face looks really like, I don't want to say chubby, but for me, it feels like round, chubby. It's just more watery. And I feel like if I eat a lot, like eat a lot, or I'm bloated or holding a lot of water, I feel like my jaw doesn't look as sharp. So it looks a bit chubby. Yeah. So I feel like my face gains weight and it loses weight faster as well. So for me, I lose body fat from upwards down, then it stops at my belly, and then I will lose it on my butt, on my legs, and then my belly hip area, that's where I lose fat the slowest, and the backs of my legs actually I lose fat the slowest. You can't really spot reduce it. I feel like if you could tone up your legs, it depends on the look you want. If you know what I mean, like if you want to um have less, like if you mean you want to thin it out as in you want to just lose body fat around that area, and you don't mind it looking like curvy, if that makes sense. Like some people want like the really skinny legs. If you don't want any muscle on your lower body, then building muscle isn't going to spot reduce the fat. It's going to just build the muscle. Whereas if you want to have like more of like toned legs and it not be like as jiggly or whatever, then building muscle is not going to reduce the fat there. But if you're like, what I've noticed is when I've built muscle, it like doesn't look, I feel like it pushes against the skin more. Maybe that's just more loose skin, but it pushes against the skin more and it looks more firm and tight. But obviously you build a muscle, so it's going to be bigger, it's going to be wider. Do you know what I mean? But I like that personally. I think it looks quite nice on a woman to have nice like curvy legs. That's what I personally think anyway. But yeah. Trying to go down on the comments. How many people? We got 110 people. Hello guys. I got a little demotivated as my range of weight loss started to drop, going from 2 to 3 pounds a week to 1 to 2. But just looking at the trend and dropping clothes sizes really helped. That's amazing. So you're still losing weight every week. Yeah. I know, I understand, because I remember when I was losing a lot of weight to begin with and then it started to drop. It does feel a little bit disheartening, but it's amazing that you're still losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. That's sick. Yeah, you're smashing it, because I'm telling you, especially now when I'm trying to lose weight, I'm not losing that much weight a week, and a lot of weeks I'm maintaining, right? So that's really good. So well done. And yeah, just look at the trend. That's what's more important. Even if you have like, eventually you might, touch wood, I hope not, but it happens for most people. You're going to have a week or two where you lose nothing, or you might even like go up a little bit. Just keep going. It's more the longer period of time, like the trend of it going down, and like how you feel and the way your clothes fit and stuff. Did you tell people you losing weight or wait for them to notice? I didn't like announce it or anything. I remember like when I went out for Ashley's birthday and then I decided that night that I was losing weight, I was like telling my girls who I was with, and I was like, do you know what? Next time you see me, I'm going to be skinny because I'm losing weight. I'm done. I'm done feeling like this. So I remember I did say that. I was like, watch. I was like, I'm being deadly serious, because the amount of times I said I was losing weight before never happened. I was like, I'm being deadly serious. Like, I'm not feeling like this anymore. But I didn't like announce it, but I did do like I started my Instagram page where I was documenting it, but I didn't actually follow anyone I knew on there. And when people started finding my page and stuff, I remember feeling a little bit embarrassed. But the only people that kind of knew about it was like people that like would see me every day. But then when we was in like lockdown and stuff, people didn't like, I didn't really like, tell people I lost weight. I remember when I came to the school, so obviously when the lockdown happened, the schools closed. That was like right at the beginning. And then when the schools reopened, I'd basically lost almost all my weight. And like the mums there, like I know I'm not really like that social at the school, like talking to all the different mums, but I had so many mums coming over to me like, oh my God, how did you lose weight? And I was like, thanks for noticing. It's quite cool, like when obviously you don't tell people that you're losing weight and then they notice. But I've been wondering if skinny food could have any negative effect on your health. Sugar-free sometimes can mean chemicals. Sorry, I'm not informed on what's it's sweetened with. Love your channel so much. No, I don't. With sweeteners, a lot of people can have the opinion that sweeteners are like quite harmful and cause cancer. There's actually not been like any really studies about that, like in actual humans. They study that in rats, and I'm pretty sure that it's come up with like um no evidence of it, if that makes sense. I think some people can be more sensitive to sweeteners, and it depends on your body, if that makes sense. Like if you know that with certain sweeteners it can give you like an upset stomach, then I would say to either limit the amount you have of it or just don't have it, if that makes sense. But for people with like a healthy gut, what's happened here? Where's my camera gone? Oh my God, guys, my live stream, my camera. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to change camera. We're changing camera for the end, and then I've got to go. There you go. So we are on my laptop camera now because my camera died. Fab. Oh, and the FaceTime camera is not great. But yeah. All right. So let me just check the end of the comments, and then we're gonna. Yeah, chemicals is not a bad thing. Water is a chemical high. Right. So oh, nearly dropped that. That's not good. I want the blur. Yeah, there you go. I like the blur on the end. I'd go anyway. But yeah, I second this comment as well. So it definitely has artificial sugars that will cause you some digestive issues if you eat too much of it. But as long as you don't binge it and stick to the servings, you'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. And it does on some of the Skinny Food Co stuff. It does say, depending on the sweeteners, because they use a range of different sweeteners, that some of them do say if you like eat too much of it, it can have like a laxative effect. But yeah, so just don't eat too much of it, especially on them things that says up there. But yeah, it's not bad for your health. I don't have any like negative effects from it, obviously, unless I was to eat too much, then I might get like gas basically. But you don't like overeat on anything, to be honest. But hi, hotel cleaner here again, listening whilst I clean. I love it. I actually am so here for it. That makes me so happy. I'm sorry, but I remember you from like the last one as well. I'm chatted. Hi. Love your channel. You show that it's really possible. We'd love to know what helps when emotion eating instant kicks in and how not to give in. The first thing is like, I feel like when you want to emotionally eat and you find yourself looking through the cupboards, first thing is like remove yourself from the food, basically, because if you emotionally eat, like it's not the end of the world, but if you emotionally eat, then you are not going to feel great after, like for the most part you're not going to, and it's not helping you when you're trying to lose weight. So the first thing is like to get yourself out of the kitchen. If you have to get out of the house or out of like the situation where you feel like you're going to eat, then sit with your emotions. I do want to do like a whole video on it. I did speak about emotional eating a bit and how to feel your emotions in the other video, but I'm going to do like a whole video going into it. But basically, like it's a form of meditation where you go into yourself and you feel your emotions. And because when you are emotionally eating, you are trying to avoid feeling that. So the only way to stop yourself emotionally eating is to feel the emotion and get used to that uncomfortable feeling of feeling that emotion. And the more you do it, the more you practice it, the faster you can kind of feel the emotion without the first thing being emotional eating. So yeah. I'm so annoyed that my camera, like, I don't understand my camera die. That's how you know I've been on my live too long. Maybe I need to have my camera plugged in on charge while because I don't understand why it died. What do you think about the 75 soft/hard challenge? Or have you tried any lifestyle challenges to keep yourself motivated? Um, 75 hard, I think, is a bit stupid as well. I feel like it's too hard. That's why it's called 75. I don't know. I don't really do any of them challenges or anything. I've seen people do it. I just feel like if you've got to do it for what, 75 days, and you've got to do so much stuff, I would get overwhelmed. I like the idea of starting small and get used to it and then gradually build yourself up, something that's healthy and sustainable. And 75 hard is not sustainable. I don't know about the soft one. What's the soft one? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like the idea of it, like some of the stuff, maybe that's what the soft part is like some of the stuff, like reading, because I know like reading is one of them, but like you've got to read a certain amount of pages, or you've got to like read for a certain, I can't remember what it is, and then like you've got to do so many things, and like you can't, and there's like so many rules and stuff you have to do, and if you don't do it, then you failed the certain. Like to me, I don't like that. I like nice, slow, steady, healthy, sustainable, soft approach. So maybe the soft one, but yeah, I don't. And any lifestyle challenges to keep yourself motivated? Well, um, like I just have my normal like step goals, my normal training goals, and when I want to do like a photo shoot that helps keep me motivated, or like a competition. I've only ever done one competition, but they keep me kind of motivated and stuff. Maybe we should do like I don't know how I feel about it though, but like like you see loads of people doing like a summer shred challenge, but I don't want to do it as in like everyone's got like compete against who loses the most weight. But I know like there was that platform that they did that before. But like I do like the idea of us losing, like if whoever is losing weight we can all do it kind of together. But I don't know. I don't know about how I feel about it, because I don't want it to be people to do it in an unhealthy way, because I don't want to contribute to someone losing weight in an unhealthy way or developing unhealthy habits. Um, in the last live, you said you read a lot of self-help books. Any recommendations? So I've got 101 Essays That Change the Way You Think by Brianna West. Where I don't know. I'm reading that. I've read it on Audible, listened to it on Audible, and I'm halfway through actually reading it, which I've stopped. I haven't been reading as much, well, to be fair, at all within the last couple of weeks, and as much as I want to be reading, because I have been trying to do my course as well, and yeah, it's just I've not really had time to do it in the evenings where I would normally be reading. I've been trying to do bits of my course, so I haven't been able to do that. And then let me just pull up my Audible so I can give you the list of like what I've got on my library. So the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, The Power of Letting Go by John Perkis, 101 Essays That Change the Way You Think by Brianna Wiest, Good Vibes, Good Life by Vex King, Miracle of Mindfulness by Khan, and The Power of Now by Eric Cottrell. Eckhart, well, I don't know what I'm saying. Power of Now, basically. Yeah, so I've finished The Power of Now. I've finished The Miracle of Mindfulness. I finished 101 Ways That Change the Way You Think, or 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think, and I finished The Power of Letting Go. I am currently listening to, but I haven't been listening to it recently, The 48 Laws of Power. And I think I have actually, Did I? Yeah, I don't know if I've listened to Good Vibes, Good Life yet, but I don't know about that one. I can't remember. It's so hard when feelings taste so good. Hey Louise, catching up in 2 times speed. I'm so grateful for you and your channel. I've been subscribed for years, but I don't think I ever commented before. Oh, thank you for your first comment. Thanks for the inspiration and well done. Thank you. Someone said about this book to me. Atomic Habits books reminds me of the routine and motivation stuff she was talking about at the start. People have said this. I need to read this book. I've heard of this book. I've heard of it. 75 soft is the opposite of where you do things to yourself and surround yourself comfort. I like the sound of that. Is weight training enough, or do you still have to do cardio? I hate running. You don't have to run. You don't have to run. You don't have to do any form of cardio that you don't want to do. Cardio is really good for your heart. So if you think of just exercises just to be healthy and not to lose weight, obviously it will help you lose weight. It will help you get in a calorie deficit. But I feel like viewing cardio and as a way to be more healthy is more helpful. But you don't have to do any cardio that you don't want to do. You find a cardio you enjoy. Find a cardio that you actually like. So if you don't like running, you can try swimming if you like swimming. You can try spin classes, any kind of class, any kind of dance class, any kind of like. I find classes quite fun because you're with other people. But like a form of cardio like that, walking is still cardio. Yeah, any kind of cardio. I can't even think now. Rock climbing. Oh my God, I made Ashley and Snare come rock climbing with me. They really didn't like it. David Goggins' books are great. I haven't read any of his books, but yeah, he is like quite motivational. I've seen some of his videos. I watched your videos. They're so inspirational. I'm down 75 pounds for the first time in 10 years. I'm able to run it again. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, well done. Oh, that makes me happy. I love rock climbing. I love it as well. Do you want to go rock climbing? Where are you from? Should we go rock climbing? Because I have no one to go rock climbing with, and I don't really like going. I mean, I'm gonna have to start getting more confident going places like that by myself, because yeah, I don't really have anyone that actually likes doing things like that with me. I made them go, and they didn't like it at all. But I'm glad they came with me. Right, so I will go in a minute because we've had to change to a rubbish camera on here, which I'm really upset about, but sorry, Christine, I missed your thing. What do you think about supplements for weight loss, like Ali diet pills? I don't. You don't need a supplement to lose weight. They don't work. I feel like it's a waste of money. It's just you're putting money. You're putting your hard-earned money in pockets of the diet industry. Basically, that's what you're doing. Yeah, because they don't help. They don't do nothing, right? I mean, I think they've got like some fat burners in there. It might increase. I don't think it does. I genuinely don't think it does. Things like the tablets and stuff that make you poo all the time, like make you shit basically everything out. Maybe I shouldn't have said that word, but or like the drinks and stuff that make you do that, they're making you lose water weight. So if you feel like when you're taking them stuff and you're going to the toilet all the time, you think you're pooping out fat. You're not pooping out fat. You're just pooping out your food and you're pooping out water. You're not losing any body fat. You're losing weight. Like you're losing water and you're losing waste, and that's it. And it's just a number on a scale. As soon as you eat that number's going to go back up again, and you're not going to keep like it's really bad for you as well to like abuse laxative stuff. Like you're actually going to do a lot of harm to your body. So I know a lot of people think that when they go to the toilet because of them pills that they're losing body fat and they're pooping out the fat. You're not doing that. Or trust me, you're not. It's just a waste of money, and it's you don't even know what you're putting in your body as well. Do you coach? I am training to be a coach. I'm not a coach at the minute, but I am doing a course because I want to be a coach. Most because obviously all of you guys are all online. I am definitely going to be an online coach. I feel like that's just something that I'm definitely going to be an online coach. I do want to try in-person personal training. I would love to do that because I like have taught and shown quite a lot of my friends and family like about lifting weights and stuff, and I do find I feel like it wouldn't even feel like a job for me because I feel like I'd love it. So I just yeah, so I feel like I want to try doing one-to-one personal training as well, but I'm not sure whether, like, I'll have to try it and see. But definitely what like online coaching I'm gonna do. So if I don't want thick thighs and butt muscle with muscle, I shouldn't weight train lower body. Just don't want to grow my lower body. Thanks. I don't want to say don't train it because like I want you to have like I think it's important. I don't want you to obviously is you do what you want with your body, but I mean like if you're gonna weight train your upper body, say, and you're not doing your lower body, you're gonna be disproportionate. And I feel like it. I don't know 100%, yeah, but if I feel like if you've got stronger muscles, like if one part of your body is stronger and you're not than your other part of your body, I feel like that causes like muscle imbalance and like you can actually injure yourself by doing that. So I don't want to say don't weight train. I would say if you don't want really big muscles on your legs and your bum, one, it takes a long time to build muscle anyway. Maybe still weight train, but very lightweight. So you're not actually doing enough to build that much muscle. But yeah, you can train with like lightweights or do like calisthenics or whatever. So you're not gonna like trust me, you're not gonna blow up overnight. Um, but yeah, obviously if you're building your lower body with muscle, then it's gonna get bigger. But if you want to lose weight on your lower body, then just eat in a calorie deficit. Just want to let you know that you're so inspirational for me on my journey, and I like your no BS and honest approach. Thank you. Also, you're gorgeous, and I hope the nose piercing is healing up nicely. Thank you. It is. But right, if anyone else has got nose piercings, can you please tell me if this is normal? But it keeps getting stuck, so I clean it. I probably shouldn't be touching it, and then it's stuck. Basically, like I can't move it. It's just stuck, like it's healing around it, and then I've got to like clean it. Then I can kind of move it a bit, but it keeps going like that. But it's not. I don't think it's infected, and it looks redder as well because obviously I've got like some makeup on, but I couldn't put it around there, so it's red anyway. And then obviously it just looks even redder, but it's not like red and inflamed or anything. So it is, I'm pretty sure, healing. But do you swell after an intense weight or cardio session? Thank you. I wouldn't say swell, but I get a pump if I'm weight training, if I'm doing it right. I get a pump. So my say if I did shoulders, like I did shoulders yesterday, they will swell. Oh, looking hench, mate. Yeah, I'm actually so cringe, but they will swell. Oh, should I just pose you guys? Or like lower body pump. The time I did swell though is when I did that 100,000 steps in a day. I my hands and my legs, but I remember I feeling really like panicky because like my whole hands and everything they swelled up just from doing the 100,000 steps. Like I don't think I even told you guys like I was actually really concerned. I was like, I think I did actually say it in the video, like, I'm actually concerned, like, is this actually healthy? Like, am I going to be okay? Like, I started getting really bad anxiety, thinking that, like, what if I end up, like, putting so much pressure on my body from doing the 100,000 steps, I end up, like, getting a heart attack or something? Like, you don't know, innit? So, yeah, because I remember, like, my hands really swollen, like, my whole body was, like, really swollen from all the water, I think, in my body. That I don't know, but yeah, but normal cardio and stuff, I don't really swell. But, like, I get a pump if I'm doing it right. I'm training hard enough. I'm already disproportioned, thin up top and huge at the bottom. A tick at the bottom. I personally want a woman anyway. Like the little small waist, big bottom half. That's what I like. My wink. I look. Well, why do I open my mouth at the same time? Sometimes I forget that, like, when I do videos or whatever, that like, you know, you guys are here and I'm doing this in front of people. Do you know what I mean? Like, that I'm actually being so cringe by winking at you guys. Okay, I do need to go in a minute, actually. Yes. I want to have a coffee. You'll be an amazing coach. You gave me the motivation that if you can lose weight, then so could I. I love that. Thanks to that, I was done 40 pounds, though winters in Canada, so I can't read. That was down 70 pounds, though winters in Canada is hard. Yeah, I've heard winter. Well done on your weight loss, by the way. That's sick. But yeah, I've heard like Canada is like really cold, isn't it? Or is it like, is Canada, yeah, is Canada really cold? You get like a lot of snow? Yeah, it's normal. You have to keep rotating it. All right. So because it's stuck, I don't want to push it through. Do I have to like clean it and then like rotate it? Like just keep cleaning it. And what do you guys clean it with? Because the woman who pierced my nose, she said soapy water. But then I thought it was. I started thinking it was getting infected. It's not. But I was googling it, and then loads of people were saying like saline solution. But then I remember like ages ago being told that saline and salty water and stuff actually dries it out and it's not good for piercing. So maybe that's why they said soapy water. But is it supposed to be soapy water? And she was saying about Sudocreme, not Sudocreme, Savlon. And I was using Savlon, but then I'd see online like it said not to put anything on it. So I've not really been using like I've just been using soapy water. Sometimes like, if it feels really sore, because oh my god, after I got it done, Elijah headbutted me in my nose piercing. He was being all like silly in the car, and he went bam and like hit his head right on my nose piece, and I was like, I hate my nose getting hit anyway, and let alone with this. Like I'm actually for someone who has like a very sensitive nose, doesn't like my nose being touched. I'm crazy for wanting to get a nose piercing. It was such a last minute thing. But yeah, and he head butted my nose. Oh my god! And then I think it's been twice or 3 times in the morning, he smacked me in the face when I'm asleep. That's how I've woken up. Smacked me right here. Not on purpose. So basically he climbs in my bed sometimes in the middle of the night, like early morning, middle of the night kind of thing. And he, for 3 times, it's funny because he's never done it when I've not had a nose piercing, yeah? But like in his sleep, he's flung his hand and like hit my nose, and I've woken up in pain with my nose. So them times it ended up getting really sore, and I ended up using Sudocreme, not Sudocreme, Savlon. And I've actually feel like it split my nose piercing a little bit, so that where the hole is, there's like a tiny little line where I'm pretty sure he's ripped the nose piercing a bit, which is fab. Clean it with alcohol, hon. I like to drink my alcohol though. I like how it goes. I'm joking. That's funny. All right. Cold and dark winters make for evening cravings find. I know the pain. Ah, that's true. I don't know what it is about winter. That is true. Like in the evenings, it does make you more peckish. Like you want a snack. What's your daily protein goal? So my daily protein goal is at least minimum. I have 150 grams. But so I have between like 150 to, I would say 108. So 150 to 180. I think at the minute my calorie goal is 180 grams. But if I have more, which I do sometimes, I have more. Rotate it a day with clean fingers. Yeah, probably shouldn't be touching my laptop like yeah. All right. Okay. I always use salines. Is it saline or saline solution to clean piercings? Alcohol is too dry, in my honest opinion. Right. I don't even have any saline solution. I feel like, is there any point now? It's like nearly healed. And how long do you have to clean it for? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But okay, I'm gonna go now, guys. Thank you so much for watching and joining my live. I clean my piercing line and the piercing was out, but when I put it back in, I clean it with alcohol because it's an open wound. Or I haven't even taken it out yet. If I get changed, which I want to change it to gold because I prefer wearing gold, I'm gonna get them to change it because I don't know how to do it. I probably got a hoop as well because I've had my nose pierced when I was younger, and I had a stud and it just kept coming out, and yeah, it was just long. Saline is just salt water, love. I knew that. But you can buy it though, can't you? That's what I mean. Okay. All right. Have a great day. I hope you guys have a lovely day as well. Thank you guys so much for watching my live and joining and having a chat with me. And yeah, I will link the link. I will leave the link. I'll leave the link to the Rejuvenate collagen powder that will give you the shaker as well. So if you order the powder, you'll get the shaker for free. And so I'll leave that link. But if you just, yeah, if you want to use the code is LOUISER, capitals, and I will leave that in the description as well. But yeah, thank you so much to Rejuvenate for sponsoring. I love the collagen powder. I think it tastes amazing anyway. So yeah, if you guys want to get that, get that. Thank you guys for joining. I hope it was like helpful. Make sure you like it as well, and have a lovely day, guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the live. Should I do more lives? Yeah? Should I do more? Do you like it? My teeth look so good. Yeah, you like it? Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. More lives. Yes, we'll do more. And I've got another video actually come in tomorrow, like just a normal video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do 2 videos a week, like normal videos, and I'm going to try and do as many lives as I can. I'm going to be more active on here and more lives because it's quite easy. I'm going to find a way for my camera not to die. But yeah, have a nice day, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye. Where's my banner?